Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
Sometimes I forget that people listen to our podcast.
I know. It's like, wait, were you eavesdropping on us?
Right. Wait, what?
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Yeah.
We do? People listen?
Or we said what? That's always used. That more often than not, that's what happens. Like, we said what?
Or it'll be like, what'd you guys talk about today? I
can't
have no idea.
Don't remember.
No clue. But I know last week, and we kind of addressed this before, but I called the company we work for Monsters because they didn't have a coffee maker.
Well, actually, did we call them Monsters or did...
I did. I said, what kind of monsters don't have a coffee machine?
And so that's why our boss cornered us and said, you guys, didn't you know we're getting a coffee machine? I don't want people thinking you work for Monsters. And actually, we got told about the new machine right after we did that episode.
Yes, but we didn't pull it back.
We didn't think even consider retweeting it.
But this brand new amazing coffee, it's not even a coffee maker. That completely undervalues what this thing is. It is the most incredible piece of art I've ever seen.
It is like every kind. It's cold, it's hot, it's
everything.
Flavored,
it's
infused
chai
waters.
tea. It makes dirty chai tea. What the hell's dirty chai tea?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. But if you've ever been like, the closest thing I can think of is like gas stations, specifically Buc-ee's. But I know that sounds really, but
nothing against Buc-ee's. The bill's going to kill you.
Well, okay, but those, this isn't normal just gas station coffee. Those
That's
touch
because this comes from a guy who eats lunch at a gas station every day.
Right. So
you are
fine.
A connoisseur, I guess.
I love
a
it.
connoisseur.
But Buc-ee's has amazing coffee. And like their dispenser, it's a touch screen. You can swipe through and get all these. So that's what it's like. And it's in our like lunchroom. It takes that on. It's on steroids because that stupid Buc-ee's, they can't do chai tea.
Don't even try.
It doesn't do hot chocolate. It doesn't do any of that stuff. This does. The digital ones don't. They might have one that does, but the one machine doesn't do it all like ours. And ours even does cold brew. And so it's like I bought my last Starbucks cold brew this morning ever.
I can't believe you did that. This was put in yesterday. We had this, so you
Well,
knew it was here.
Because I didn't want to come up here and not know how to work it and then not have my coffee. So I bought this just in case as a
It's kind of foolproof.
Is it? Did you use it today?
Twice.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of foolproof.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really cool. It's really cool. And it sits next to the soda fountain. So it's like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
I need to drink more water in general, and having these things around makes it really easy to not drink enough water. Yeah, with having diets, there's not 1 ounce of sugar in any of that. It's all diets, which is perfect.
Is the Sprite? Yeah, Sprite's diet. What's the difference between Coke Zero and Diet Coke?
I don't know. I honestly can't. I can't taste the difference. I know people.
We have
can.
both. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, I don't know because I know that in the store it's like Coke Zero, Diet Coke. It's the same thing in my mind.
Isn't that the same? Is it just for people who don't want to call it diet?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's the same stuff.
I have no idea. Okay. Yeah. So, it's pretty cool. So we're going to have a run through here when we get done with this. So we'll make sure that you're up to speed.
I know you're probably up on all this stuff. I'm just scrolling through the Google News, and I was going to ask you about this yesterday. So the whole Garth Brooks stadium tour, questioning whether he's going to continue. Yeah. Is the Nebraska shows, as of right now, are scheduled to be the last shows on the tour?
As of right now, they're still on.
But that's it.
I saw a couple posts about Lincoln and Omaha, and that was and questioning that. And as far as I know, that's the last I heard.
Because after that, he's going to the West Coast, and those are put on hold for right now, right?
For right now, yeah, because they're locking down everything again in California, at least. So
if they take Garth away from us, we will explode. After last year, everybody will show up and rush the gates, and we will people will go crazy.
I think so too.
People go crazy all over the country, but specifically here in Lincoln.
Last time he was here, I mean, that was just a couple years ago.
Yeah,
in Lincoln, and they ended up what 8 shows or something like that.
Like didn't he have like a triple header one day, like 3 shows in one day?
I went to the Saturday morning one, like at 11 or something like that.
The 9 a.m. early bird show.
because the seats were outstanding. It was packed, but it was like midday or something like that. But it was packed, and the seats were right next to the bar, and
I can't think of any other performer that could do that. That could pull off not just him like energy wise, but just his.
Who could do the draw?
Who could do the draw?
Yeah.
That many days, that many shows, and still have people. They probably could have done a couple more shows.
Well, and I think it's kind of amazing too. 'Cause I don't even know how many people fit in that stadium in the vault. I don't even know.
I don't even know
how big.
Probably 15,000.
I don't know. Probably. Why don't you
I'll
look it up real
Google
quick?
it.
But regardless, when they think of like Lincoln or Omaha, I know people that don't live in the Midwest or live in the Plains area. They have their own preconceived notions of how big the towns are and how many people live here.
Just over 15,000.
So if you do, seriously, if you do 6 shows, that's like 90,000.
Yeah, it's like Memorial
tickets.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But they don't realize, it's like, 15,000, they just refill it the minute they put them on sale. Poof, gone again. Poof, gone again. And people come from miles around to go to it.
Crazy.
I remember, I was talking to some friends of ours that live out in North Platte area. Driving to Omaha for a show is not a big deal. Driving to Lincoln is not a big deal.
Especially if it's a show like that. If it's a show that you really
like
want.
that, not a big deal.
I mean, anymore, and I don't. Maybe it's not anymore. Maybe this has always been this way. But people don't just go. I'm going to go to a concert tonight. Just go to a concert that you know you're like, I can't wait to see. Blah blah blah. They're on tour this year. You plan for it. You know you're going to go.
Well, that's too. But the other thing, they put the tickets on sale so far in advance. And just we were talking to a couple of people about that very topic. Why do they do that? Because I hate that. I remember buying tickets for a stupid concert, and they went on sale a year in advance. But you had to get them because they were hot right then. So if you didn't get your tickets right then, you wouldn't probably be able to get them later, or you could. They probably had them on sale on third-party
I'm sure
places
for triple the price, but you could go
or less because maybe what if they weren't as hot by the time a year comes around, right? Who knows? But anyway, the money grab in that is that the tickets get sold and then the money sits there for a year with nothing in return. So you pay out in front and then they have your money.
Yeah, they're making interest on that money.
So they're making interest on it. It's not.
And back when you actually had to print off tickets, I wonder how many people would do that and then lose their tickets the week like before the show. They go, okay, let's get everything in order, and they don't remember what book they put them in, what cupboard they put them in.
I know.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember actual physical tickets, and you had to put them somewhere so you could find them, but you didn't want them to get mixed in with the wrong stuff.
Yes.
Make sure, or I put them on the bulletin board, or I'd put them on.
And at that time, there's no recourse. You couldn't go reprint them.
Nope.
You were done.
Done. Sorry.
You were screwed. Oh, man, the anxiety.
Seriously, talk about personal responsibility. That's just another one, right? That we don't have to worry about anymore because now you can just reprint.
Or not even print, just have it on your phone.
Just on your phone. It's on your phone. I mean, you can pick it up
Have you
anywhere.
seen the most recent Progressive commercial with the guy that teaches you not to be like your parents, and they're sitting in the airport and he goes, okay, to everybody who has printed tickets, and all these people hold up these sheets of paper for print. We're going to learn about
boarding
an app,
passes.
boarding passes on your phone, and they flap in their boarding passes. So
that
funny.
I don't miss. I can tell you that because that's another one that was an anxiety one, also anxiety driven, because you're getting ready to get on and you're like, oh my God, where's our boarding pass? And you had to have it to scan it, but now it's just on your phone, and you just set your phone down, scan it, and walk in. I mean, it's nice, but then on the other side, it's just one more thing that we no longer have to be responsible for.
Thank God. It seems so less secure to me, but whatever. Like if you can, I don't know what, I'm sure it's not, but it just seems so less secure.
It's, I guess because you can't. Yeah, because if it's on the app, it's not like you can forward it to anybody.
Right. Well, and when you check in, like you can check in advance. You don't have to. You go through security, obviously, but it's like they check your ID once. It just seems less secure, but I'm sure it's not.
It's crazy, but it's way easier. That's for sure.
Kind of speaking of insurance stuff, do you know? I know this is very exciting.
Okay, let's blow the doors off this.
It's about a commercial. It's not about insurance stuff, but it's a commercial. The US Cellular, and I tweeted this picture out yesterday or the day before. This drives me crazy in this US Cellular commercial where it's the girl that's the worker and she's got the vest on. And she's like, US Cellular, we're homegrown. We are in the community. We help people. We find their keys, whatever. And she's doing this as she's climbing the tower. Have you seen that commercial? And she doesn't use the freaking ladder. There's a ladder on this tower, and she's going like an animal, like up and bouncing from one side to the other.
Up the middle of it.
Straight up. And there's literally a ladder right next to her.
It doesn't speak well for them, does
it? Just drives me nuts. It's like, dude, you have your helmet on, you have your vest on, you have all this stuff. You're right on.
Is she like with the straps?
She has. You can't really tell if she's roped in or not.
Yeah. Because she's supposed to be.
But it just like you would have had the same impact if you just climbed the ladder. I don't know why it bothers me so much. It just drives me crazy.
I saw that picture. Now that you mention it, I think I did see the picture as I was scrolling through of what you had posted.
And somebody actually was on Instagram, I think. I don't know, whatever. Somebody DM'd me and it's like, she goes, my husband says the same thing every time it's on. It just, I don't know, it just gets under my skin.
It's like, hey, dingbat, use the ladder.
It's like, don't work smarter, not harder, US Cellular. Use the ladder.
You don't get extra points for going rogue.
No, it's so dumb.
Sorry. Oh, my God. All right. Well, so we got that off our chest. Anything else bothering you? Or
nothing bothering me. Okay. The whole Governor Cuomo thing is just incredible to me. There's even a question he's going to stay in office. Even a question.
Real quick. Yesterday, when he came out and he said, I just want to make it perfectly clear that whatever you saw, that was not my intention. It's like, that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Your intention doesn't matter.
And for him saying, I never said offensive things. Well, you maybe didn't think they were offensive, but they didn't land right, and they were, and it
offended somebody.
Somebody in the Justice Department found that you did. The evidence proves that you did.
That's the other thing.
And the fact that you're not going to, he'll be gone.
There are politics behind this, too, I think, because they'd said the Attorney General has political aspirations as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is some... Probably, I don't know. There is some, definitely, but the stuff that they had in that report that he had said to people,
pretty bad.
Well, he one in particular was the female state trooper. He asked her to help him find a girlfriend who can handle pain.
What?
Yeah.
Who asked anybody that?
I don't know. But then somebody else said, well, maybe that has something to do with the little nipple rings he had too. Remember those pictures?
No.
When he had the shirt on, you could see him.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Ew.
Through his shirt. I don't know.
He's he seems like he could go in a blink of an eye to being a dirtbag. I mean, just everything that said that just pushes him to that side, but
and there were other
looking at him,
too.
Stereotyping him, he could easily be a dirtbag.
There's like he was grab happy and and things like that. And I'm sure people had said something to him. I'm sure people gave him vibes like stop it.
Like back off.
Right?
Yeah. And there are probably people that didn't, but that were either scared or nervous for whatever reason, and they didn't.
They didn't. His family is really, really powerful too. So, from the whole family, his dad was powerful, his mom's still around, and his brother
thinks he's powerful.
Didn't say anything about it yesterday. But
I
wanted to bring back the giant Q-tip. Let's talk about that. Anyway, I thought it was pretty amazing though. And then to actually have the president say that he stands by what he said. He didn't reiterate the statement, but he just said, I stand by what I said. And then he also just said, yes. Because what he had said was, he said, if it's true, he should step down.
Mm-hmm.
If it's found true, he should resign. So,
I mean, there's no other option. Like
he won't though. He won't.
I don't think he will either. He'll get impeached probably, but he won't leave. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It blows my mind that he wouldn't, just from a pure PR standpoint.
Because of the way the news cycle is, he knows something else will come along and replace him in the headlines. He knows. He's playing long game.
I'd actually already forgotten about it. I didn't realize they were still doing a Justice Department investigation.
They were doing it.
Me too.
I was like,
when that came out in the news the other day, I'm like, oh, I completely forgot. Yeah. So he's right.
Because
we'll forget.
So many things just don't get looked at or don't get covered. You know what I mean? That you forget. They're not on the radar unless you take notes and have a whiteboard with all your
don't you do that?
Notes.
No, don't you do that?
I was just saying from experience. I can tell you.
I was going to say, you
have to have a whiteboard with all colors of sticky notes.
Pro tip.
So it's like all the green ones are politics, all the blue ones are all the yellow. Then that's how you connect dots. That's how that all works. I'm just going to tell you. So anyway, so just to throw that out there.
There's a smorgasbord.
There we go. From Flo to Cuomo.
From Flo, from coffee to Flo to Cuomo.
Even coffee. We had coffee before we talked about Flo.
And then Garth Brooks.
Insurance and Garth.
Pretty much everything.
That's good.
So anyway, so thank you guys for listening to our podcast. Text us at 402-403-9478 or it's Pat and JT.
Sweetstock.com. Get your tickets.
Buy them.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.